Ladies and gentlemen, settle in because I am Nick and I'm sick and I'm ready to tell you how it is. I am here with a book mail video, and if you like that little rhyme scheme, then you should follow me. Sorry, I'm in a rapping mood, I guess. Anyways, I have two books here for you guys, and yeah. Also, first of all, first thing out of the way, I would like to apologize for my last book mail. Yeah, it was bad. I know. I rewatched it a little bit. I was like, what was I thinking? I even titled it right, you know? I'm surprised I did anything right in that video, you know? Because I was so out of it. Yeah, hopefully you guys had a little bit of fun with that video. Yeah, that's not a good sight at all, but you can see how I am when I'm goofy, and goofy is a code word. Yeah, hopefully you guys are not as hammered as I was. But yeah, anyways, to the video. I have two books here. One from a friend of mine who is awesome. It's not actually from him. It's from Amazon. But he created the book. He wrote the book, I should say. It's it's gonna be a fun book. I guarantee that. But the other one is actually from a publishing company that I don't think exists anymore. So yeah, pretty fun stuff. One of them is I think a coming of age story. The other one is definitely a creature feature. So yeah, strap in, here we go. So I'm gonna switch hands real quick so I can do this. This is my bad side, so it's all the fat right there. That's why it's my bad side. This is my good side, this is my bad side. Anyways, you know what? There we go. First book we have is the one from that my friend wrote, and that is Snow Shark by Brian G. Barry. Look at that freaking cover. I love it so freaking much. Like, wow. What a cover. What a cover. And what an idea. Snow Shark. Wow. What an idea, guys. This book is actually pretty big for him. This book comes in at 196 pages. So kudos to my friend for writing a pretty long book. I think this is his longest yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is his longest work yet. And I got a burp. Hopefully I don't burp on camera. But and if I do burp on camera, hopefully it's a burp and not a throw up. Because last time I tried to burp, I threw up everywhere. So, well, everywhere meaning the toilet. So yeah. Anyways, let's read the synopsis real quick, shall we? It was supposed to be a family vacation. The celebration of a birthday, a weekend of skiing and smiles. But something haunts the slopes, hunts beneath the snow. No longer does it require the sea, no longer the depths of dark waves. Conditioned for land, a winter terror is unleashed upon the guests who inhabit the mountain resort of Whitecap Lodge. Slopes will run red, people will scream, and out there in the snow, no man, no woman, nor child is safe from the jaws of Snow Shark. It is no longer the sea you have to fear. And I made a joke on Facebook. I said, we're going to need bigger skis. Because, you know, Jaws, you're going to need a bigger boat. That was a stupid joke. But, yeah, love this book. Well, I don't know if I love it yet, but I love the cover. I love the idea. I love the author. Wink. And yeah, so this one looks to be a really fun one, and Brian G. Barry has not failed me yet, so you know, I'm gonna really enjoy this book, I think. And it's probably just out of time, like season, I should say. It's just out of season because it's a snow book, as you can see, Snow Shark, and we're finally heading into spring. So you know, I'm probably going to save this read. Well, I might read it now. I don't know. I might not be able to wait long. But I'm thinking about waiting to read this in December when there's possibly snow, or January. But I might not be able to wait that long because this is a cool idea. And it's my friend's book. So, yeah, you never know. But I own this book now. And, yeah. So next book we have here, and sorry for just hopping into the next book. We have, and this book's been out for quite a bit, and I'm just now hopping on the bandwagon, but it's Golf by Shelley Campbell. And it says at the top here, they only come out at night, which is repeated at the back. So let me read the synopsis for you guys. And this one actually comes in at, looks like 211 pages. So it's a pretty decent sized book. But I'm going to read the back for you guys, and then you guys can tell me some stuff in the comments, you know? Like, are these books any good, do you think? I have to burp so bad, but I'm holding it back for you guys because that's what I do. Let's read the synopsis, shall we? Uh-oh. Lula senses something. Hopefully she doesn't bark. I'm on camera, Lula. Anyways, here we go with the synopsis. And if Lula interrupts, then I'm going to have to edit this video. Awesome sauce. So here we go. 17-year-old David is fading from his world, like a Polaroid picture in reverse. He longs to feel connected to something bigger. When his brothers discover the new extension at the rental cottage comes with a locked door, David finds the key first. Expecting to claim a bedroom, he opens a dimensional gateway instead, exploring abandoned versions of his world in different timelines. 1960s muscle cars alternating with crumbling cottages. I don't know what that means, but okay. Except now the dimensional bridge won't close, and something hungry claws the door at night. David scours for clues to break the bridge, but each trip to the other side makes him fade more on his. Even if he succeeds, he risks severing his connection to his own world and dying on the wrong side, forgotten. They only come out at night. I don't know why they repeated it on the back like that, but okay. This is a Silver Shamrock publishing book. If you heard the drama about Silver Shamrock, you will know that I think they closed their doors. The drama is basically that, if you want to know, and if you don't want to know, you can click off the video right now because I'm going to talk about it. But, just briefly. But apparently they released a book which got a little bit of, well, what do you call it? It received negative, like no one read the book yet. It hasn't even been released yet, but I got a piece of hair in my nose. Jamesy hairs everywhere, guys. Anyways, it got lashback. No, that's not right. Well, it didn't, like, everyone read the synopsis and saw the cover and the title, and they all assumed racism. And I'm not saying they're wrong or right, okay? Let me just throw that out there. I'm not siding with either side. But, because I actually haven't read the book, so therefore, I don't know anything about it. But I will say this, the way the idea of the book is proposed is pretty racy. So it's called The White Plague Chronicles, and it's about this plague that only affects white people, and when the white people die, the world is in ruins. So, yeah, interesting premise, kind of racy, but I don't know, maybe the book has some redeeming, oh, jeez. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. My dog decided to scare the Amazon guy. Yeah. Basically, the Amazon guy just delivered my underwear. So, yeah. Lula decided to scare him off the porch. And why did I say that what he just delivered? Anyways, yeah, that's the, basically the gist of the Silver Shamrock, what do you want to call it? Yeah. That's what's going on with Silver Shamrock Publishing. It probably wasn't like, you know, change the title, change the synopsis a little bit. I don't think it would have got a lot of it wouldn't have gotten a lot of flack, you know. And if the writer didn't just, like, instead of picking a race, it just could have been done in a different way, I guess. The synopsis, at least. For all I know, the book does go a different direction. This is the publishing company's fault. I will say that right from the get-go. Yes, this is the publishing company's fault for, first of all, releasing this with that premise, with that synopsis, you know. It's on the publishing company. If it had a different synopsis, a different title, different cover, you know, maybe it could have slid through the cracks. But it's just kind of, you know, I'm not saying it's racist, but it's blatantly racy. So it's hard to really understand. I can't really judge a book by its cover, but that's what seems to be what everyone's doing. They judge it on its cover and its synopsis. So the cover and the back of the book. They always say don't judge a book by its cover, but what about the back synopsis? Anyways, the thing happened with Silver Shamrock, and they appear to have closed their doors, and it left a lot of authors needing homes for their stories. And what I feel bad is the authors, like, I get getting flack and then wanting to close doors, you know, because of it, but you just orphaned a bunch of authors' books, you know? So that was kind of selfish on Silver Shamrock's part, or end. But I will say that's the only thing I really care about is the authors that were affected by Silver Shamrock Publishing closing. If they closed, I'm not really sure. But that's what's going on in the book community. This isn't the first time that they did something racy, you know. I wouldn't say racy, but I did say racy, but I shouldn't say racy. The last time they got in trouble was about trigger warnings, I believe. And I don't think they wanted to put trigger warnings on their books. And I think that's what it was. Or it was content warnings, which same thing, content warning, trigger warnings. They didn't want to put them in the books because for some reason, I don't remember. It does give, I will be honest with you, content warnings are kind of a sensitive thing. I don't even know how I feel about content warnings because on one hand, yeah, those people who have those issues with certain subjects, you know, shouldn't want, like, they shouldn't be, they should know when that subject might happen, you know. But on the other side of things, it does kind of give away some of the details of the story, you know? So it's really hard. I don't know where I stand with content warnings. Obviously, if there's animal abuse, you know, sure, put that on a content warning, you know? I don't really quite understand people with their, you know, cry out for animal abuse in a book. It's all fictional, you know? It's not like the author really killed a real animal. But I understand the feelings it incites, you know? Like when I was reading Bloodkin by Ronald Kelly, there's a dog in that book, and I'm not gonna, well, actually I am going to say it. The dog dies, and it really broke my heart, but that's what the book was wanting, that's what the author wanted, you know? And, you know, how to break a heart is, you know, the easiest way to break a heart is by killing an animal, a beloved animal. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but there are other subject matters like rape, you know, that I understand why that would get a content warning, because rape is a very sensitive subject. And I understand victims might not be able to handle that kind of subject matter. So I understand that type of content warning, you know. Do I agree with content warnings? I'm not really sure. I don't know where I stand, like I said before. But I understand them, and I understand the other side of things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like content warnings, when it deals with like rape and stuff, you know, it doesn't exactly give away the story. You're just saying that eventually, somewhere in the story, there will be rape. You know, like somewhere in the story, an animal will die. You know, now I mean, it can't. If there's only like one animal, you know, in the book, and you write in the content warning that an animal dies, you know, the reader automatically knows that that animal is probably going to die. And if that's a big part of your book, then yeah, that it matters. But it's very iffy. It's really hard. Content warnings is a very sensitive subject, and I don't know how I feel about it. In certain cases, yeah, I understand them. But in other cases, you know, I honestly personally think if you are an author that happens to, like, every once in a while write about that kind of stuff, you should just put on your, right in the front of your book, on every one of your books, that, you know, this might not be for you because it might contain this, you know. So it's just to, you know, to warn the reader. But if you do that on every single one of your books, then it doesn't really give away, you know, what's going to happen in the book. But it does warn them that you are an author that isn't afraid to write that kind of stuff. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But anyways, I've kind of ranted about this for a little bit longer than I wanted to. That's how I feel. I'm kind of neutral, you know, on both opinions. I kind of lean more towards, away. I kind of lean away from Silver Shamrock Publishing, but I can see it from both sides, you know. So take that as you will. But The Gulf by Shelley Campbell and Snow Shark by Brian G. Barry. Let me grab Snow Shark real quick so I can show you guys again. Look at that amazing cover. So yeah, those are the books I got. Now, time for a little bit of writing news. Yeah, writing news, guys. Sorry, that is bright, isn't it? Let me really quickly just... There we go. Writing news. I haven't really been writing, but I do have a book being released tomorrow. And hopefully this video uploads today, which is the 10th of April. It's a Sunday. If it does release tomorrow and this book uploads today, then yeah, tomorrow is when my book comes out. I'm very, very excited about this book. It's a short story collection with, I want to say, 7 stories in it. 2 novelettes, 5 short stories. So 7. You see that hair floating around? I think I caught that. Anyways, no, I did not. There it is. Jeez, these Jamesy hairs are floating. Yeah. Where was I going with this? Yeah, my book is being released tomorrow. It's called Grey's Anatomy. And I'm very, very excited about it. I'm endorsing it like crazy. I'm hoping that it does well. Some people are already pre-ordering it. I'm very nervous to hear what people think about it, but I'm excited at the same time. This time, my editor formatted it, so I don't have to worry about fucking it up, you know, or screwing it up. I apologize for the language. I feel like sometimes my editor will edit it perfectly, and then I somehow screw it up by uploading like an old document, and then everyone judges my editor for the editorial mistakes, which sometimes it's on me, you know, not all the time, but sometimes I think I'm uploading the right document, and who knows if I did or not, you know, like Gray Matter, the revised edition, Lisa Tone edited that, and I'm not sure, I'm still to this day, I'm not confident that I uploaded the right document, but I'm not looking back. I don't want to go back and fix it and tamper with it, you know. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And because I've already revised it once, you know, so there's been like 2 different editions of editing. you know? But yeah, I feel like I don't want to edit it anymore, so I'm just moving on from gray matter, you know? And right now we're focusing on Grey's Anatomy, and since my editor formatted it for me and she did a perfect job, I'm going to actually ask her to format all my stuff, if she can. By the way, I want to shout out to my 2 editors, occasionally 3 editors, but for this book, I've had 2 editors. That is Candice Nola and Mort Stone. So thank you 2 so much for editing my piece of fiction. Well, my pieces of fiction, because it's a short story collection, like I said before. And then I want to thank Greg Chapman for the cover and the wraparound. I think these 3 people did amazing jobs, and I just wanted to shout them out real quick because they deserve it. But yeah, Grey's Anatomy releases tomorrow on April 11th, and at least the ebook does. Today I put in the paperback, and Amazon's gonna check it out today, and maybe it will release tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then either the next day or the next day. They usually come, they say that it might take like 72 hours to review your product. But my experience, it's been much quicker than 72 hours. Usually it just takes a day. But you never know. You know, I don't want to say it's coming out tomorrow, the paperback edition, that is. The ebook edition is definitely coming out tomorrow. So just know that. But the paperback hopefully will come out tomorrow. I'm making sure that I'm doing everything correct, but yeah, there shouldn't be any mistakes in this book. You know, I mean, you might find a couple mistakes, who knows? But for the most part, this is all formatted. So I really just took the file she gave me and put it into Amazon. That's all I did. So I can't really fuck that up too much. But you never know. You never know. So, yeah. And then, in more news, in publishing news, Splattering Publishing, my company, is releasing a anthology called The Hunger of Old Stars. Now, a few pieces of news with this. Oh, it got really dark, sorry. I think I clicked the screen by accident. But a few things of news. So basically, The Hunger of Old Stars is being released, I'm thinking April 15th, I think I made it. So sometime next week. I have a new trailer for it being created right now. And Don Noble's working on the wraparound right now. Actually, I'm going to message him after this because he said he should finish it yesterday, and I haven't heard from him since. So I just got to make sure he's okay, because that's my first concern. Anytime someone's late with an order, I always am concerned that they're not okay, you know, because, you know, I'm always worried that something happened to one of my favorite people. So, like, yeah. Anyways, so, yeah, The Hunger of Old Stars should release April 15th. And then we have No Anesthetic 2, which is in the works. Oh, that's all. Thank God I remember that. I have to send an author, yeah, I have to send an author a contract and his payment. So I gotta remember to do that. So glad I remembered. And then lastly, so yeah, No Anesthetic 2 is being in the works. It should release around October, I think. Or late summer, maybe at the earliest. But Cryptid Carnage should release, I think, May 15th. Cryptid Carnage is going to be really fun. Like, really fun. I'm super stoked for Cryptid Carnage. I did not hear back from one of the authors that I accepted their story. I'm kind of concerned that something happened to them, but hopefully they'll get back to me soon and I can send them a contract and stuff. their story was just epic. Like, I really liked their story, and I accepted it right away. And it was like one of the first stories I read, and it was so good. And I cannot wait to publish it if they respond to my email. I might have to skip out on their story if they don't respond to my email. But that's here nor there. But yeah, Cryptic Carnage is in the works. So was No Anesthetic 2. And the Hunger of Old Stars is releasing next week. And then you have Grey's Anatomy, my own book, a short story collection, is going to be releasing tomorrow. And just to give you an idea what stories are in it, you might have read 2 of the stories that are in it, 2 of the novelettes that are in it. Field of Fiends and The Woman Shrouded in Flies are in this collection. They've been revamped, and they're going to be re-released in this book. Sorry, I keep saying publishing company. They're going to be releasing this book. So Field of Fiends and The Woman Shrouded in Flies, revamped in this book, this collection. Then you have Vampires Bowl Free, The Brain of Ivory Banks, They Emerge from the Woods, Zipperface, and there should be one more if I'm mistaken. I can't remember. But yeah, there should be 5 short stories and 2 novelettes. So Zipperface, They Emerge from the Woods, The Brain of Ivory Banks, Vampires Bowl Free. No, I don't remember. Maybe there's only 4 short stories. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, it should be a fun collection. I'm going to be hopefully selling them at the convention that I'm going to, which, by the way, just a reminder, if anyone has forgotten, I'm going to Illinois, in County Fairgrounds. I forget where it's located. Rockwell Fair. I don't remember where it's located, but I'm going to Illinois for a convention. It's the Midwest Monster Fest convention, so look that up. If you guys want to meet me, totally come. I don't know how many authors are going to be there, but there's going to be a lot of horror icons there, and it's going to be just a fun time for everybody. So hopefully I have a blast. I'm going with my friend Tony Evans. He's a fellow writer. If you don't know who Tony Evans is, then you must be living under a rock. Tony Evans wrote Sour, which Brad Proctor reviewed as a really good book. And I think I even reviewed it. I think I gave it 3.5 stars, being honest. I think I was a little harsh on it, though. I was trying to be a very harsh reviewer and critic. Now, I'm a little more lean back, so, I feel bad about it now. But, yeah, Sour, he wrote. Wicked Appalachia, which is a short story collection. You Better Believe, I think, is the other collection he has, which I've read a few stories in that, and it's really good so far. I think I've read 3 stories in that collection. Sorry, my hair is just doing something funky right now under my hat. I've read a few stories in You Better Believe, and it's good so far. Especially the first story. The first story is really, knock you on your feet good. Or knock you off your feet good. So, yeah. But with that, I think that's all the news I have to share. My book releases tomorrow. Please check it out. I'm not saying you have to buy it. Just go look at it, Oh, and the synopsis for the pre-order ebook copy. The synopsis is not the synopsis I am going with. I accidentally uploaded the document with that synopsis. I actually have a better synopsis than what is on the Amazon description. So don't read the synopsis for Grey's Anatomy, because that's wrong. Well, it's not wrong, but it's not a good synopsis. My editor came up with a better synopsis, and I'm going to edit it when I can, but unfortunately I can't make edits to a pre-order. I have to wait till the book releases, then I can make edits, which is a shame. but that is how it is. So yes. So yeah, go check out Grey's Anatomy. It's got an awesome cover. In fact, I'll post the cover wraparound at the end of this video. And yeah, so that's it with me. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out!